Whether you wear a cowboy hat or a farmer's cap, if you've got cattle, you pay your beef checkoff. But did you know that for every dollar invested, it returns a $5 bill? So get to know your checkoff, sponsor of this week's Samuleson Sez. I normally talk farm safety at planting time in the spring and harvest time in the fall. But I really feel the need to talk farm safety here in the middle of summer because of a headline on the front page of my hometown newspaper that I get every week from Ontario, Wisconsin. The headline, 7-year-old killed in a farm accident. How did this 7-year-old die? Trapped in a feed bin and suffocated. And that got me to thinking about the entrapment challenge that really takes more lives than we might think. At Purdue University, Steve Wetschirach takes a look at what we call entrapment and learns that there were 800 fatal and non-fatal grain entrapment cases registered since 1964. The highest entrapments, of course, in the Midwest, heart of grain production. Indiana leads with 124 cases, Iowa with 104, Minnesota 61, Wisconsin and Illinois 41 over that 4-decade period. 55% of the entrapment cases are fatal. And this past year, perhaps we have seen more of these entrapment situations because of the wet, late corn harvest and the danger going into a bin. The story of that 7-year-old certainly reminded me of Marilyn Adams, the Iowa farm lady. She and her husband, of course, lost a son in a grain bin entrapment back in the 80s, and from that came Farm Safety for Just Kids. Don't let people go into a grain bin or a feed bin without someone there watching over them, particularly children, but it happens to adults as well. Farming can be a very dangerous occupation. Let's work to make it less dangerous. My thoughts on Samuleson Sez.